I'll just have a small presentation after this, but this should cover most of what I was saying.
Hi everybody, my name is Ram.
And I'm Mayur.
At mygram.me, Mayur and I are on a simple mission.
We want every Indian to have an email address by the year 2020.
Why email? The solution to the digital divide problem has traditionally been to give cheap mobile devices to people at the base of the pyramid. But there already are more than 350 million internet-capable phones in India today and only 86 million mobile internet users. This means more than 250 million are just a few taps away from getting online, but so few actually do so. In fact, these mobile phones come preloaded with apps and less than a third are clicking through. Why? Because to go online, they would have to get past these. To log in, one needs email. That's how the internet works. Email, in a sense, is a passport to the internet. Most of us are merely extending our existing desktop internet experience to the mobile device and already have email addresses. But what about the base of the pyramid user? She will enter the internet on a mobile device and nobody ever gave her an email address. In fact, for her, the internet equals apps, and apps especially require an email address for registration. Long ago, email used to be about messaging. Today, messaging is fragmented, and email has become the primary connection brokerage infrastructure of the internet. A sort of UID of the web, identifying individuals to the services that they require. You cannot register onto IRCTC or Flipkart with a WhatsApp account, but any working email address will do. Email is a thread that binds us across the internet ecosystem, allowing you and me to seamlessly traverse the digital domain, connecting the dots as we go. Can we give email addresses to Indians at the base of the pyramid and introduce them to this amazing experience? Can email addresses enable them to cross the digital divide? This is a gigantic task. How can we give 250 million Indians email addresses?
By catching them at the local Kirana store. Now, we know our BOP customer is on prepaid and she needs to recharge her mobile phone from time to time. Can we catch her at this point and get her to register with us over a Kirana store countertop? We will register our user with a familiar interface, a physical form. This is the MyGram Recharge discount coupon. On registering successfully, she will get a discounted voice recharge along with the data recharge she needs to get online. To avail the discount, she just needs to fill this simple form in any language she is comfortable with. The Kirana store owner tears along the perforation and hands her her registration card. This card displays a pre-issued temporary email address and a 4-digit PIN similar to an ATM PIN. This card can be used to recover the password at any Kirana store with MyGram. Meanwhile, the Kirana store owner takes a picture of the filled-in counterfoil, clicks a picture of the user, enters a phone number, and uploads the information with the MyGram Agent app. The customer receives a message on her phone confirming the data recharge and a link to download the MyGram client app. On successfully downloading the MyGram app, her voice recharge is triggered, completing the transaction. Now that she has an email address, she can start registering to services. But we would like to help her some more. MyGram comes with Springboard, an easy-to-use registration service. Tap here to go to Springboard. Springboard is a curated list of base of the pyramid friendly apps and services. Simply choose an app or service and tap Launch to find a pre-filled registration form. This information comes from the counterfoil the Kirana store owner uploaded at the time of registration. All she needs to do is click to register. No text entry. The other half of MyGram is a base of the pyramid friendly email client with features such as an inbox that integrates SMS and email, since this will be her only device. Since she is unlikely to use English for text entry, image, file and sticker sharing take precedence over text messaging. And targeted user experience design makes navigation and discovery a breeze for our user. With a MyGram account, millions of Indians can take one giant leap across the digital divide.
Imagine what base of the pyramid email accounts can do to the target selection problem.
Or even how farmers or even fishermen can use timely interactive information delivered to their email.
Email can act as infrastructure over which change can be delivered to the base of the pyramid.
Now, we are conducting a trial of our MVP in Karnataka.
And we really could use your help in bringing this change to legions of aspiring Indians.
So that pretty much covers the details of what it is. I just want to talk a little bit about the impact and exactly how we see impact happening. So how can emails at the base of the pyramid actually impact say micro enterprises? There are three ways in which I want to talk about this. Let me start first with the protagonist, who is our BOP user. We all know that the internet is going to bring a paradigm shift to her life. And these are the ways that I see it happening. The first is what I call the 100-yard problem. I've spent the last couple of years working in the Nilgiris with Adivasis. And it's really struck me how very often two communities which are very similar to each other can have such divergent destinies simply because one of them is 100 yards further away from an important resource like water. You find that one community is thriving while the other never gets over that deficit of manual labor required to fetch that water. So the analog for that in our modern day is, suppose you have a broken chair in your house. What you would do is you call the carpenter. He comes to your house, he looks at it, then he decides he has to go to the market, buy X, Y, and Z, come back and fix the chair. What if he could say, MyGram me a photo of the broken piece? Maybe you could solve the problem right there. 2 days ago, to get to this conference, I sat in my chair and I transferred money from one bank account to another. I booked a ticket, I booked a cab on an app, and I came. I showed up. I didn't move an inch. But the base of the pyramid is constantly moving hundreds of yards to do simple tasks that you and me can just do at one place. This is a massive loss of productivity. And it's happening at a very granular level at every single stage of their interaction and their conduct of business. I think email can be a first stepping stone to start addressing this. If you can start getting them onto the services that reduce these problems, you'd actually see a paradigm shift in terms of efficiencies. The second thing is the base of the pyramid is stuck in passive information, both consuming and creating. What if you could, let's say, apply for a job with a videotape of yourself, auditioning for a job, and you can send it to an employer? What if you could send out flyers with multiple links on them to your prospective customers? These are things that you and I know, and the base of the pyramid is waiting to get onto these kind of services. The base of the pyramid needs rich media far more than you and I do. Vernacular text entry has not been solved and is a really, really difficult problem. It would be great to actually do all this on video and audio, and email is really good at this juncture because it's a download and play format. Streaming may not work in the remote hills of the Nilgiris, but it will work with email because your attachment comes down first. But lastly, I really think that email is the first step in digital literacy. It's the reading and writing of digital literacy. I began my journey into the internet with email. That's how you start. That's how you begin to understand the concepts that you need to sort of wrap your brain around. The second way in which I want to talk about the impact that we can have is email. When I was working when I was building these systems, it was always interesting to see how infrastructure solutions always were more successful than service layer solutions. When the solution is in the infrastructure layer, you can start moving from just having institutional impact and start going across to sectoral or even cross-sectoral impact. An aggressive push for email at the base of the pyramid can really start having impact across entire sectors. I mean, it's really agnostic to, application. But also because email is built into the bones of the internet, it truly is plug and play. It is completely device, platform, provider agnostic. In fact, SMTP is something that devices and solutions have to comply with. It's not the other way around. What I mean is, let's say Facebook acquires WhatsApp. There's an army of engineers who are still working on how to get WhatsApp messages to enter their Facebook Messenger accounts. But you never have a trouble, sending emails between providers. All of us have gone through the trauma of changing phones and trying to move our contacts and messages from one place to the next. Email never suffers this problem. I can open my email account with this computer, I don't even know, and it's working. When you have solutions so deep in the infrastructure layer, they really are plug and play. Lastly, every time I used to build a little system for the Adivasis, I would wonder, how long will this service really be relevant? How long will it last? Is my target going to move? Infrastructure solutions are lasting and this thing. Often I felt like I was sending trucks into places where there were no roads. With infrastructure, with something like email, the life cycle is so long. BlackBerry looked unassailable at one point, and email has been around with us since the 60s and is still going strong. This is very powerful. When I give somebody an email address, I know it's going to be useful for them for the next couple of decades maybe. That's a really powerful thing for me to do. And my last point is about connection brokerage, which is really the essence of what we're trying to do with MyGram. We're connecting people. And that's because vast hierarchical monolithic systems are being replaced by dynamic, agile networks. It's the ecosystem. Brokering connections is a very, very useful thing to do. The second thing, and the point that you were making, is this might be the last large population of human beings within one national boundary who need to come online. We have 750 million mobile phone subscribers. In a couple of years, the baseline phone is going to be internet capable. Only 86 million mobile internet users. It's vast. So, and it's a very mature business model. We all understand how affiliate programs work. And connection brokerage automatically is about target selection, and this is a massive problem that needs solving in India. Entitlements are not reaching the people that it needs to reach. I think email addresses are a massive candidate for basis on which to choose where the entitlements go. I think this is doable, and I'm basically rolling out a trial. But the last point I want to make is that the last mile is the hardest. The rest of the systems have been built. But what excites me most about an email client in the hands in a mobile phone is that it's really putting change where it's needed most in the last mile.